useless to him, but still have another 30 or 40 years of life left. So he wants to harvest them all and then put a bunch of small ones in there and make another breeding pond that's actually producing. But he gave it to me at a highly discounted rate, highly discounted from a value of like $400,000 dead. Still way too much money. But it's going to happen because I already agreed to it. I have no idea how to get 1,000 giant alligators from Louisiana to Florida, and I certainly don't have anywhere to put them right now. But they're coming one way or the other. So as I was saying, anything you guys do leave in those baskets at the end of the show, always greatly appreciated by myself, probably even more so by the alligators. And at this point, I don't care if it's a nickel, a dime, a penny, a dollar. Some guys get offended by change. I'm not one of them. It all adds up. It all helps out. It's all appreciated. Now, the alligator wrestling, it is not like wrestling on television. Some people really think there's going to be like headlocks and body slams, and young boys in particular get disappointed because I don't run around with a folding chair smashing alligators over the head. Not that kind of wrestling. I am not going to kick, punch, or hurt the alligator in any way, and I certainly am not going to dress up in spandex and jump off the top rope. Unless you really, really want to see it.
Yeah.
My bad. The Seminoles didn't want to go catch an alligator, kill it right away, because by the time they got back to camp with it, the meat would spoil. You put it in your canoe for a couple hours, you paddle home. Again, the meat's going to spoil. So they wanted to catch them alive. That's why they came with these barehanded capture techniques. They wait till they got back to camp. They'd harvest them once they got back there if you put them right in the fire. And somebody had the idea to recreate those captures for an audience, and they called it alligator wrestling. Now, for those of you familiar with our television show on Animal Planet called Gator Boys, you will notice a different reaction between the gators you see me catch on television and the gators you see in this pit. If I get this close to a wild alligator, he'll do one of two things. He'll make some explosive move to get away from me, or he's going to spin around and attack me, fearing that I'm a threat to him. These guys don't do any of that. They're kind of walking away half-hearted. They might hiss at me, telling me to back up. Certainly not the actions of a wild alligator. These guys have figured out two things. Number one, they know they're not going to win the fight. Been down that road a few times, mainly when I caught them. More importantly, they know I'm not going to hurt them. Once that settles in, there's no motivation to make these huge explosive moves you see on television. Every time you see a gator make one of those explosive moves, it's exhausting for the alligator. It's like you running a 400-meter sprint flat out. He's only got a handful of those moves before his body is just riddled with lactic acid. He can barely move. There's one thing they're good at, besides completely ruining my life. It is conserving energy. A gator the size of KRS-One right here, or one of the other big guys over there, Bullet Tooth Tony just crawled out, could easily go a year with no food. Because that's what he does for a living, and he's really good at it. It doesn't mean that this is safe, and these guys are my friends, and we take windy walks together at night. I've probably been bitten 40 times in my life, once while trapping. I've trapped alligators in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, caught crocodiles in Costa Rica, Mexico, just came back from Australia. 25 years, been bit once. Almost every other of those 40 bites has happened while wrestling. You do stupid stuff when you wrestle. This finger was broken for the third time about 2.5 weeks ago by a gator named McLovin, the one right there in the water who was kind of hissing at us and went by. I'm going to rename him McJerk. Luckily for me, he broke the finger this way. He split the bone in half.
Wow.
It sounds worse. It's much better than this way when they snap it over. So, well, probably been bitten his hand alone 15, 20 times now. Almost, other than the swelling right now, really no effect on it. I can still use the hand pretty good. Been bitten the head 5 times. Also really hasn't had any effect on me. Been bitten the foot, been bitten the knee. I've actually been bitten the head 5 times, but it hasn't really affected me, so I've been very lucky with that. I've been bitten the arm, I've been bitten the shoulder. I've actually been bitten the head 5 times, but it hasn't really affected me, so I've been very lucky with that. That's funny to you? People are sick. Now, can I hope I trust you. Thank you. Just back up for me, son. Appreciate it. Okay, thanks. Don't go in there, there's alligators in there. Don't hiss at me. What do you want, a shot at the title? I ain't scared of you, son. I brought you in the pit. I'll take you out. You want a shot? I'll give you a shot. No. Don't run in the water. You want to play? Let's play. Seriously, come on. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. That's the alligator equivalent of hold me back. Come on. You want to go? Let's go. Listen, you win, no show. It's not your show anyway. It's Hector's show. But I'll remember. You want to play? Come on. Come on, sweetheart. Let's do it. Let's go. Street rules. Come on. Street rules. But you want to go freestyle. Look, do this one time. Winner takes all, literally. You ready? Go whenever you're ready. Just do it. Do it now. Go. Come on. I'm not one to judge, but you might want to switch to decaf. That's how you trim your fingernails in the Everglades. It's called a redneck manicure. It actually works pretty good. That's really, actually, it's not really your best work. It's a cuticle right there. The reason he did it by my hand is quite simple. He can't see it. His eyes are on top and to the sides of his head. He cannot see through his own skull to know my hand was in there. Only when I touched him on the way out did he react to it. He is reacting to me. I'm not reacting to him. I'm not that fast. Bruce Lee. This is called unbridled enthusiasm. Luckily, this one's dead. Hey, Slick, any modicum of life would probably help the integrity of this show right now. Seriously, a burp, a fart, anything to make them know that you're not a corpse. Now, all I'm going to try to do is not fall on my butt. All I'm going to try to do is use the same blind spot I used to go in his mouth, to go under his mouth. Try to get that head back. I'm going to try to reach over, get a good firm grip of the jaws, and then quickly, don't shake. The chiropractor's got enough money, bro. Actually, I'm going to let him back over so I can get him out in the middle again. Go. It's a blinding speed they're famous for. Wow. That's why you have to run zigzag. Otherwise, they'd never catch you. Come on, rinse off the sand, Junior. Come on, Junior, let's go. Again, he's kind of proving my point right here. He does not want to do the show, but he's not making an explosive move to escape because it's not worth it. He knows the worst thing that could ever happen is me sitting on his back right there telling a bunch of really dumb jokes. By the way, the worst is about to happen. Just let you know. All right, you get that playing dead thing down pat. I like it. I'm going to try to do this quicker this time so he doesn't outsmart me like he just did. Oh, please, your body says no, but your eyes say yes. That's not funny. I know guys like that. That's sick. And any guy laughing, you're one of those guys. Now, if you were a Seminole warrior, you went out and caught an alligator, the first thing you'd want to do is tie the jaws shut. By yourself, that's kind of challenging. You do need two hands to tie a good knot, and something has to hold the mouth closed while you're doing it, or you'll risk losing your fingers in the process. So the Seminoles came up with a technique that we now refer to as bulldogging, holding the jaws closed with your chin and your chest. That would free your hands up and give you time to take out leather or rope and tie a knot. If you want to take a picture, wait till both arms go out to the side.